Hello, everyone. Hopefully, everything is broadcasting and you can introduce yourselves. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Colin. Is it everything okay now? Hello, Steve. Um, I've just started streaming. I'm just making sure everybody's okay, and we'll get cracking. Because the surprise bit, the surprise bit that I mentioned really is that I said that we were going to learn this together, but I was noticing that really it's very, very slow progress if I continued the way we were. So what I did was um, I tried to learn the game a little bit more so I could sort of explain it better. And then do some higher missions, which might mean it's a little bit more exciting. Um, there's not really too much to explain. Over here, we've got some money. Look, and you can see I've got 48,000 credits. Um, if we look at the hangar, you'll see that the weapons that I've got now are a medium laser, a heavy mining laser. So basically, things are a little bit better when it comes to um, weapons. And then when it comes to the extra equipment, um, because we've got a new ship. It's got 38 uh, pieces of equipment that you use. And I don't know if you've noticed, but they're coloured. Now, purple is the highest that you can have. Um, Green is a second tier, and blue is a third tier, and white is basic. Um, so we've now got a better warp drive. I can scan things better when I'm scavenging for things. Um, I now have much better scanning range when I'm looking for jump gates, etc., etc. I've added a little bit to the speed booster because I thought that that might help us a little bit get around a bit quicker. But the impulse drive is still only a Mark II, so my maximum speed is still quite low. It's in the 30s with the speed boost. Um, and what I found out as well is that if you didn't want to sell your equipment, you can actually place it in the station to do something better with. So you can see um, I've saved some silver and cobalt and copper, which basically will help later on. And I've also salvaged some energy cells, which I'm going to explain in a moment what those do. Um, and then I've got a resource stash. Now, the resource stash is interesting because whenever you go to a space station, these will appear at any space station you turn up. So you can see I've been salvaging those blue crystals and red crystals. If I go to another space station, they're automatically there without taking up my hold. That's quite good. And then you've got a weapon stash and an equipment stash. I didn't really want to salvage these bits of equipment because I thought I might buy another ship later on and they might come in useful. Does that all make sense? So in the lobby, you've still got the missions that you can do, and you click on them, look, and it says go to a sector. We can just to show, just to go back to how things worked, we'll accept this one because it's quite an easy one. If I leave now the space station, I've got to look for 2815, which I believe is just down here. So I'm there, and it's just down here. And all we got to do is go through the gate. This is how easy the missions are now. Just go through the gate. I instantly get the reward, and it says go to the space station at Space Station 4, which is just down here. And I instantly get the reward. Quite simple, really. I get to the space station, hit G, complete the quest, and basically I got that experience. So if I go to trade, I could actually trade some of this stuff off. The crafting I'm still working out. That's a bit weird how crafting works, but I have managed to craft a few things. That's the blueprints I've got. I can also do create custom weapons. If I wanted to custom the mining laser, I can then add these extra modifiers down here, look. So I can have continuous, which does 200% more damage. Down here, it tells you what you need, look. It needs blue crystals, red crystals, scrap metal, and microchips. As you can see, I can't do it because I've got no microchips. It would cost that, and when I hit build, it would build that mining laser to these specifications. It's actually, it's not simple. It's actually quite intuitive, but you got to get your head around it. But what I wanted to show you was something a little bit that I didn't understand at the very beginning. So this is the sector, and as you can see, I've 100% completed this sector. Okay, if I press M, which is the map, you can see it's a huge map. I've done most of this zone 1, and they're interconnected by these jump gates. Now, in this particular one I'm in now, look, you can see that I've got 2 connectors, and that means I can go to there and there, and it's got 1 space station. So if I wanted to go to there, it would then take me to another sector for which there are 4 connectors. So that would take me to there, 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 and quite where the 4th one is. Oh, and there, back to the original one. Everything is zoned up. So if I look at here, it tells me over here that I'm in quadrant 2, 1. Okay? If I want to go to a different quadrant, I can click on it, and it will tell me that it's a totally different quadrant. Look, it's quadrant 3, 1. But there's no jump gates get me there, and it would take 6 energy cells to do so. So I could jump from there to there without going for any of this gate by gate by gate by gate by gate to get to it. Okay. And you can see over here that it's a level 8, so it's actually not too bad. So I need 6 energy cells. So really you want 12 because you want to jump back if it's really, really bad. So we just want to see what we've got in energy cells. And you can see I've got 15. So what I'm going to suggest is we will try to go to that place and tackle it. So what do you think, guys? Do you think we should do that? And then we'll try and explore that sector. It's never been looked at. I've never been anywhere near it. It looks like it would be a good sector to try. What do you think, Colin and Steve? I'll give you a minute to think. Brilliant. What do you think of that explanation, Colin? Did I oversimplify it? Was it too complex? Was it easy for you to understand? Because then I'm gonna warp in there. Oh, by the way, what are the sound levels like as well? Okay, I think we're gonna go for it anyway. So we'll warp in there. There are dangerous sectors filled with enemies, traps, and many debris fields to scavenge, including special ones which can be only spotted when very close. Okay, got it. So when I look at the sector now, oh my God, there's a big guardian that I need to be wary of. It's a very small sector. There's only one jump gate. Um, doesn't look like there's any space stations. So what we're going to do is fly away from that creature for a start. There's a little blue dot down here. Telling me that there's something that's already. There's a galleon. Brilliant. And then there's a little canister over here that I've noticed. Missile launcher. Okay. Love that. And there's a debris field. So we'll head towards the debris field. We'll scavenge that. Right. Got some refined metal. We'll keep trying to find things. Another debris field down here. Another one. Well, I'm listening. What happens next? It's really interesting to get into it. Yeah. Um, it really is a 2D elite, and therefore I dare say it's quite good as a game, possibly not for streaming, because it really does require a little bit of work before you can get anything. There's something over here. See what that is. It's over in dead space, so not quite sure what that is. Distress signal. You arrive at the signal source and find only a debris. Right, so some ship blew up. I didn't get there fast enough. And it doesn't look like there's anything here. There's no J or anything for me to scavenge anything. So we'll go back into the main field. Continue to try and map this zone. When you map totally a zone, you get a lot of XP. Hell of a lot of XP. Yep, there's another debris field. You need these energy cells. The energy cells allow us to jump back, so you don't really want to be without those. Fine metal. Quite good. We'll have that. Continue up here. Another debris field. Now the other thing I found out is that you can only save when you're at a jump gate or on or at a space station. So you have to be really careful. If you go too far, then die, you'll lose absolutely everything. And the debris fields and everything will move places. Scrap metal. That was brilliant. So you really want to jump out if, you know, before goes things really go tits up. But if you excuse the term, distress signal. Where's the distress signal? See it? Oh, it's up here. Not quite sure how far up it'll be. There it is. You arrive at the signal source, find a drifting escape pod. I think it'll probably be too large for my... Oh, no. Now, I picked up a survivor. Now, you can actually hire that survivor, and they can become a co-pilot, a gunner. That's quite an interesting aspect to the game because you didn't have something like that in Elite. Another debris field down here. There's another scavenging section. I have to be very careful here because I'll probably run out of space in my hull, so get the energy cells if we can. But I'm more interested in clearing the sector to get the XP. And there's a jump gate as well. Whoa, what was that? To hit something. Right, so now I've run out of space, so I probably want to go through the jump gate here. See if there's a space station at this jump gate. Whoa! Flippin' heck. He really had to go. Right, it's a pirate place. I need to get out of here. Whoa, that was bad. Really need a space station or another jump gate. I don't think I'm going to find one. Now, I'm on fire, and I can only repair myself at a station. So, I'm going to, I think, have to warp out. Don't think I've got anything that I can do, but I could go to here. Use only 2 energy cells, so we'll do that. I've been here before, so there is some space stations. I think we'll head for that one. Hopefully we won't come across too many pirates, because I'm seriously on fire. And we'll try and go back over there when I'm repaired. There we go. So I've repaired myself now. I can go into here, which is what I've just picked up. And I can do certain stuff with this stuff. So the refined metal, you can see I've got 14. I'm going to deposit that. Gallium. Can't sell it here. Scrap metal. Got 41. I'm going to sell that. Demolition missile launcher. With 192. I'm going to sell that as well. And it's now given me some free space. How much does this gallium take up? It takes up 1 space, so take up an awful lot. see if I can. No, it only deposits it in this station, and I'm not going to keep coming back. So I'm going to leave here now. And hop back across to energy. Okay. Head down away from that horrible pirates. See what we can do here. Some more energy cells. Another energy, another debris field up here. Right. And loose stuff over here. Some oh, cobalt. Look at that. I got lots of aluminium, so okay for that. Another debris field here. Get some scrap metal because I've got no end of energy cells now. The sector's fully explored and I got 1,125 for that. So we didn't do too badly. So should we have a little look and see what that Guardian looks like? It scares the life out of me, but I know that I can jump out, so have a little look at it. Where is he? There he is. If he's a big bugger, I'm just going to jump out. Yeah, it's a boss. Level 11 boss and all. I'm going to not infuriate him. So, we're going to fly away from him. Look at the map. And risk going a little bit further away. Now, we've been there. We've been there. That's where we've been jumping between. That one doesn't seem like it's too far away. 5 energy, so I could easily jump back. So we're going to go there. Independent territory. That'll be good. I need a space station. So they're usually around the worlds. So I'm going to head down. There we are. A lot of civilian space stations straight away. Get rid of that scrap metal. I want to take this back home, this stuff. I don't think I think it just puts it into the space station, so and I won't be coming back to this space station. This is where I want to put it into a resource, but I can't. So I'm gonna have to load that back in. And of course my free space is only down here. So I might have to get rid of some ammo or something like that to clear myself some space. Here's the people that I've picked up. over the period of time. If I look in the hangar, you'll see that I've already got co-pilot and a navigator. So we're doing okay there. So this is what I can buy at this space station, and it's got energy cells. Much higher price over here. Much more, a few more weapons. Notice they're all white, so they're not much better than what I already had. I can buy some ships. Now I've got 51,000 credits, so I could go up to here, Space Ranger. Now I've currently got an Eagle Corvette Class 3, and the one I could buy here, look, is a Space Ranger Corvette Class 3. The only benefit I would get would be extra mass. Slightly, no, I'd lose it in speed and I'd lose 2 weapons. Hardly an upgrade. So even now, you just wouldn't go for these because, you know, you'll be downgrading. So this is what the map looks like, and of course, to get the achievement, I'd have to actually clear all of this. There's a nice asteroid zone over here. There's a couple of things my scanners have picked up. So I think we'll head to the right. See what we can pick up. Some iron. Take that back to the space station because it takes up 7 space, you see. Just sell that all off. Then head back along here. There's another free floating thing here. What's that? Junk. Junk's worth nothing, but it's still money. This is where I was saying. This is where I was saying you do all this really in your own time because it's not really that exciting. But we've got plenty of time at the moment, so we'll sell that junk. Oh. Gonna press escape, save the game, and we'll continue doing some exploration because I think one of you guys wanted to see more exploration anyway. So this is one of the things you wanted to see doing. So we'll continue along that vein. There's an asteroid zone over here, just so you can see how quickly we can now mine asteroids. Goes quite quick with this laser. Oh, look, aluminium. And when I now fire, it tells me at the top what it is. So if I'm near it, there it is. You'll see that this presence of blue crystal is medium, but the asteroid is mostly made up of nickel. Right, excuse my coughing. So I should find nickel and possibly blue crystals in this. Found silver, grey ore. It was only a medium, so this one's blue crystal poor, iron and nickel. There we are, iron and nickel. This one's iron. Yeah, look at that, 2 lots of iron. So that's how asteroids and everything work now. Now that I've got some extra scanning equipment. And mining is one way that you can make quite some money, but it's not that fantastic a money earner. You tend to find that you get more money by destroying pirates. And it's a much more exciting game with the pirates as well. So I've run out of space again, so I need to go back to the space station. This okay so far, fellas? We're going to go into some battles, hopefully, in a bit. That's much more exciting. That's when I started to sort of like really appreciate how good this game is, because I do like the game. I just don't think it's very good streaming material. So we're going to get rid of all this stuff. So sell some iron, sell the nickel. Oh no, can't sell it here. Aluminium, yeah, sell that. Scrap metal, sell that. And that's given us just some space back. Notice I really do need to get back the nickel. I've got no end of nickel, so I might even jettison that. There we are. Didn't really give me much space. This is where I might have to jump back to my home so that I can put this stuff into the space station and then come back. And this is why you want a constant supply of energy cells, because the energy cells are the only way that you can jump between systems without it taking up a hell of a long time. So, got some space again now. I think we'll clean up here, so we'll go this way now. I found a pirate hideout. Now, we're going to go into that pirate hideout in a minute because it says it's a level 10 and I'm a level 18, so I probably will be all right. Blue crystals here. They don't take up much space, so I'm going to have them. Blue crystal. Yeah. But I want to get this sector mapped first. Quite a few asteroid fields around here. We'll say that. And I found another space station. Oh, that's good news. Go here then. Get rid of the crystals. Oh, they don't want blue crystals. Don't want nickel either. Picky bastards. uh, gonna jettison that nickel because I've got plenty of that. Blue crystals, as you can see, they don't take up too much. When you hover over it, it says space 0.75, which is a quarter of a space per crystal. Not too bad, you see. I mean, it's quite a lot of that, and I've got 7.04, so that's fine. So we'll continue to zone out this map. On the scanner that I'm looking at near where it says civilian station, you'll see these little boxes and little blue dots. These are extra things that my scanners are picking up. That's junk. What a waste of time that was. So, won't bother with junk. Otherwise, we'd be here forever. And we'll continue to map out this section. Something down here. Or junk. Do. There we are. So I got 1,175 for exploring the whole of the map. Let's go back to the space station and save. I might as well see if I can pick that up. Yeah, got the junk. And once we're saved, I'll have a little look at that pirate station. Okay. Junk. I'll head for the pirate station. Now, if they're not too bad, I can take them on. I've got quite a few weapons, but if they're if their levels higher than the actual sector, then they'll be real bastards, and they'll be hard to take on. So they haven't detected me yet, which is why they're yellow. Oh, Marauder. There we go. Easies. Marauders are very, very simple. And there was only one pirate here, so very simple. Once a pirate hideout is found and you destroy all the pirates around it, you pick up a base component. And the base component is an ingredient for crafting, so quite quite sought after. So we're going to head off and see if we can find some action in a minute. Base component. I want to keep that really, and I think it's one that I can put in my stash wherever I want. That's pretty good. Notice I can put scrap metal in here, components, blue crystals, and all that sort of stuff. So I think we'll deposit those as well. There we are. Because they're available at any space station, as I said. So that works out quite well. And we'll look at the map. Jumped over here. I think we jumped over here from there. That's in zone 2.1. That's good. So I think we'll warp then. Okay. Oh, there's some pirates. Let's have a look at this. Let's destroy a couple of these pirate bastards because I like to start a fight. Yeah. That's how easy it is to destroy them when they're not very high level. 2514. So if we expand Outlook, this is where most of most of the early stuff is. 2514 would take me to there, which is my home. So that's where we want to go. 2514. There. That'll take me to my home. Yay. And that should then take me to my civilian station over here. Oh, debris field. Let's look. Microchips, scrap metal, energy cells. Lovely jubbly. Head back down here. And put the cobalt, gallium, silver. So you can see here, look, I've got now gallium, look, silver, cobalt, copper, aluminium. You can see I've been picking up some stuff quite a lot just recently. Scrap metal, we'll deposit that. And microchips. That puts me back to my quite a lot, quite some free space. Got quite a lot of energy cells, so I could deposit those. You can see that I'm putting them in here because you really don't need 26 of them. You want to just be able to warp in and warp out from the largest sector, and I don't tend to jump more than 6 if I can help it. So I've got 12 in there. So that's helped us a lot there. And these are all these extra XP missions that I could do, which we did at the beginning. Like I say, I'll do one more of those, and then we'll see if we can find some action. So 2815 is down here, I believe. It is. Go to the space station. Claim my reward. Yeah. Let's go back to where I've just been, so you might as well do that. And then we'll see if we can go for some pirates. Because as long as I save, it doesn't matter if I die. Just you don't really want to do it. Help it. We are completed that. So if you have a look on here, you'll see that there's a jump gate 2012. If I bring up the map, I think you'll find that it's already been already been done, but it's full of pirates. So let's have a bit of a battle, shall we? Let's go and have a look at these pirates down here. They're in the first sector, so they shouldn't be too difficult, but they are relentless. So save it as well. Game. Cannon armor. Let's have a look. So you'll notice that I've cleared out all the hideouts, the pirate hideouts, but I can't go anywhere near these stations here because they just basically blow you up. So let's pick a fight then and go towards one of these space stations. And all I'll do is I'll just go very close to it, draw them out, and just blow a load up. Go. One coming up. He'll spot me in a minute. They are, blew him up. As soon as he came towards me. Oh, here's another one. Wasn't much help either, was it? If you go towards the space station, you see the space station's own weaponry starts firing at you. Dead. There we are, the space station's firing at me now. Too close. Oh, you're flying away. You're a bit scared of me. All right. Have a look. Fly after you then. Bloody fast. Yeah, blew him up. Like I say, it seems like it's very simple, but you want to see what my weapons were like early on. I was getting absolutely nowhere, and they were blowing me up like nobody's business. just over time and picking my correct weapons and chips, it's turned into quite. Oh, that looks a big bugger. Look at him. No, weak as shit. Over here. Space station still wants to have a go at me. So we'll do a little bit more flying around. One coming up. Easy. Or easy. Like I say, I could do this probably all day, but a bit boring. So we'll head back to the jump gate. While on the way, we'll just go into this asteroid belt and see if we can pick up some good stuff. Here we go. Blue crystals, iron, grey ore. Okay, that's stuff. Whoa! They didn't like that one bit, did they? Might turn round in a minute and have a go at fighting them. Yeah, come on then. You thought bloody 6 of you all on thought you could have a go at me. Stuff the liar. Right. Go back and sell all that stuff. Right. Crystals of white. Iron. I've got 46. So yeah, we'll sell that. Scrap metal, always keep that. Base component. Simple repair beam. Sell that. Light laser. Sell that. There we go. So, pretty much, as a sort of a roundup of Star Valor, it's a much more complicated. I mean, it's huge. These little numbers, by the way, tell you how high a level you should be before you start tackling them. It really is elite in 2D. I will say that there is a downside to it because it's quite involving. And one of those things is I'd like to be able to set up my own business. It'd be really good if I could say, right, I'm a mercenary for hire, and I set up my own little place in the civilian workstation, and people would come to me and say, "Hey, buddy, I want you to take on a mission for me. This guy's driving me nuts. I want you to blow him up. You do that for me. And I'd take the job on, and then they'd pay me, and then I'd set up my own bank account, and then that bank account could be used somewhere else. Because you can take on these missions, but they're missions for the space station. So I don't really find them that interesting. So being able to set up your own base sounds like that would be really, really good. That's just one of the things that I sort of like picked up upon, that would be, like really good. The other things is that it's not easy to work out which sectors are what. So I've started to put little placemats. So if I click on that, look, you'll see that I've told it it's my home, it's zone 1, and there's 4 connectors and 2 space stations here. Because the numbering system 2514, it's just so hard to sort of like get your head around. So I thought, and if you see these little cubes which look like Borgs, it means I've stored stash there. So you can see, look, when I hover over them, it tells you exactly what I've stored. Like I say, it's really quite a nice game. These areas, Asteroid Rush, absolute atrocious. What happened was I was in these areas here called Pitch Black, and I warped across, and it's just a huge asteroid field that all of them sort of fly into you, and they knock your shields down. You literally can't do anything. Your laser will not destroy them fast enough, and you've got to have deflector dishes. So absolute waste of time going into them. And down here, if I zoom out a bit more with all these explosions, there's a war going on. You need to choose sides. So that pretty much is this particular game. And I thought to myself, well, maybe the second half we'll start playing some other games. Okay, so I'm going to save this, then quit to the menu. And what I wanted to say was, I'm not sure if he's in the room yet, but Jambon gifted me some pinball tables. So I thought, well, we'll have a little look at those, because I've only just loaded it up and I haven't tried to play it myself. So I'm going to quit, and then I'm going to go pinball. Hopefully this will show up on OBS, because I'm not quite sure how it picks up multiple streams, and I don't know quite how loud it'll be as well. So I'm trying to look at the stream to see whether it picks it up. Go, looks like it's showing. Okay, so like I say, I've never played this. Do tell me if the noise levels are a bit too high. In fact, I will just turn it down a little bit. Hopefully that's a little bit better. And only Jambon will tell you which tables are good and that. I find this bewildering, because it's got buy it now, and I've got certain ones that I haven't. And he gifted me a load of tables, and I don't even know if I've loaded them in, whether it's picked up upon it. So we'll click on Devil Riders, just to see whether this is a good table or not. Classic, Challenger, Survive. It's absolutely bewildering, this, so it's going to take me some time to sort of like work out how to play this. So
get ready for the ride.
Okay, go. And
Great. Now ride the big wheel.
ride the big wheel. Oh. Those top flippers. I don't know how you move those.
Look out.
Ah. That was a git, wasn't it? So I'm going to read your comments after I finish the third ball, and I'll see if Jambon's got some ideas about which ones I should play and which ones are better to play. So, but right now, I mean, you can see how pinball works. I'd like to go on that ramp. Ah, way too early.
Look out.
Ah, okay. They're on the third one then. Come on, yeah. Physics hating game.
Now ride the big wheel.
Yeah, I want to ride the big wheel. Bastard. Ah. Uh.
Look out.
Ah. I died. This is a time-limited bonus ball. In previous ball, you got 1 second bonus time per 3 events. You can play for that time you took. Okay. All right. There's some sort of... Oh, well, that was stupid, wasn't it? Oh. Went straight down the hole.
Look out.
Look at that. Down the side. So unfair, pinball, sometimes.
Great. Now ride the big wheel.
I want to ride the big wheel.
Look out.
Ah. Go again. I think this is the...
Look out.
Ah. So ball 1, 108. Ball 2, 205,000. Ball 3, 139,000. 91,000 from time bonus. 545,000. Not particularly good. Right, let's see what people are saying. Oh, Jambon's here. Right, I'm here. Good timing. Devil Riders is hard. Yeah, tell me about it. Jesus. Aerobatics is in the EM section is easier. So do you think we ought to go for aerobatics then? Okay, so you, main menu, yes. EM you reckon? And aerobatics.
Aerobatics.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, just managed to keep that up. Oh, easy my ass. blaming Jambon, even though it's me that's shit. I'll tell you what I like about it. I do like the authenticity of the table. It does look like the actual table. And the ball is really quite nice as well. I'm not sure about the physics yet. The physics look fine though. The noises are very authentic. That. One thing I find about pinball is I really probably need a monitor where you can swivel it around because it's taller than it is wide. Ah, oh, bloody hell. And so really you don't get to see the whole of the table. I tend to not nudge the table. 2 reasons. Nudging is bad. Well, I find it hard. And I have no idea what key it is. It's probably space, but I'm not going to try it. But you can tell this one's an early table. Just by its design. All that ramp stuff. Ah. Well, I did absolutely ball distance. What, it measures how far? Like I chucked that ball 62 meters. If that ball was in my hand, I'd chuck it further. I can tell you that now. So continue. Go back to the main menu and just see what people are saying. This is based on a real table from Italy. The arcade mode physics are easier than the sim mode physics. I never nudge though. It's in the way you beat these things. Jambon, have you got another suggestion, or should we continue to play more pinball, or do you want me to choose another game? I love pinball, but I don't want it to, like, if other people want me to play something different, I'll try and choose something different, I don't know quite what I've got installed, but we'll go through. Spooky is in the remake section. Spooky. There's combat. Robot. Spooky. There we go.
Spooky remake.
Fly cam. See, I don't know what half of this stuff does. Ball size or ball count. I can tell you now, I got 2 balls. I don't need to count them. Right.
Spooky
Let's have a little look.
2017.
The speech is quite good. 2017. Right.
Skill shots. Spinner special. Kickback is activated.
Kickback. Woo. This one's a little bit more what I'm used to. Not by much, but still. I'm used to these ramp things, you see. I used to play in our pub. Used to play one called Terminator 2. It had the big robot and all sorts of stuff. But my favourite one was the Twilight Zone. And Star Trek. That was brilliant. Star Trek and Twilight Zone. They were my favourites. And back in 1997, I went to Arizona where they've got a pinball museum. That was nice.
Combo.
Spent 2 days
Double
in that.
combo.
Spent 2 days in Phoenix there.
Triple combo. Spinner combo.
Ah, greatly there.
Do not
Oh,
move.
now that was nasty. Still, he gave me the ball back.
No.
Did too badly. That didn't do very well there. Look at that. Ball free, 56. That's a 190. Still got 2 million, look. 3 million. That weren't bad. Let's see what people are saying. Spooky's the remake. Devs did the voices in this one. Dracula is quite Dutch sounding, yeah. Oh, Colin's here. Hello, Colin. Hi, Dale. Just found your stream. Got this on Game Pass. Love pinball games. Yeah. Jambon was very nice. And the actual pinball game itself is free. And the tables are quite cheap, but he gifted me about 27 tables. It's like, how long is it going to take me? And I found out today when I was loading it that one of them is VR. And of course, I don't know if you can see here whether it will show up. I've got a VR headset. So I'm definitely going to have a little go on that. Now, if Jambon's got another suggestion, we'll play another pinball game. Otherwise, I'm going to load a different game. So I'll just wait for Jambon to say. So we'll just wait for Jambon, and then we'll try a different game. So we've tried Star Valor, and you've now got caught up, and you've got my conclusion. That I think it's a good game, but it's not really fantastic for a stream once you understand the mechanics. Pinball, great, love pinball, but I don't know whether ever people like pinball. Pinball's very one of those. I tend to find you're very either enthusiastic about it, middle of the road, or can't stand it. I'm very much in the middle to really liking it. So I could play it, all night, but that wouldn't be for everybody. So let's see what Jambon says. Try a different game for a change, I reckon. Don't want to monopolize. Okay. So we'll click continue, go to main menu. Want to go back? Yes. Bloody hell, there's all these. They all say buy it now. Now, Jambon's going to hate this, but I'm a collector, right? And where something says you haven't got it and you need to buy it now, you're either going to break my bank or I'm going to be stuck with a load of stuff that I know I haven't got the full lot of. You bastard, you. But there we go. Gottlieb. Steve, you're my type of guy. Gottlieb, by the way, did the first Spider-Man pinball table, which I had the option to buy at one point, but the guy wanted £6,000 for it, and it was in immaculate condition. Well, I'd say it was in immaculate condition, but I'm not quite sure. But Gottlieb, fantastic name, and a lot of people don't really recognise that name. It's all Data East and all of that sort of stuff. But if you're talking ancient pinball tables that are quality, I'd definitely say that Gottlieb has got to be one of those. So we'll click exit. And I'm going to play this and see if you recognize it. Okay. So I've hit play on something and hopefully it'll come up in a moment. All right. Hopefully it'll come up on the screen in a minute. Just waiting for the screen to get caught up. Now, this is Forsaken Remastered. Now, the reason I've chosen this is I don't know if you saw one of my streams where I mentioned my friend, he died the other day, and I hadn't been in touch with him for a very long time because we lost touch with each other. And I contemplated quite what our friendship was, to be quite honest, because when I knew him, I was in my teenagers and in my 20s and 30s. And when you're back then, it was all, oh, have you got that game? What have you got for me? Oh, I've got that game. Yeah, we'll do swapsies. And then when it came to films, I'd buy a lot of VHS tapes on, say, like Doctor Who or Star Trek, and he'd buy a lot of stuff on horror. And because we both like science fiction, he'd he'd look at my tapes and I'd look at his. And the trouble with Moni or Martin was he was very much a materialistic type of guy. And he never went on holidays because you never got anything back out of it other than photographs. So he didn't want to go on holiday with anybody. And when you came back, you tended to find that he had the topmost equipment. I remember his first video recorder was a Panasonic video recorder, which had, I think, about 8 heads on it, and a jog shuttle for video editing. And it was like £799. This was back when video recorders were, you could buy them then as little as like 200 quid. So a £799 video recorder was like, an astronomical price. Where was I going with this? So he would build his computer and I would build my computer. And I was more one for variety and he was more for I want the top of the range. So he went down the route of having a Sound Blaster card and I had an Orchid Sound Wave 32, I think it was called. He had just a standard Sound Blaster. But he went down the Voodoo route and I went down the Power VR route. And a game came out called Forsaken, which we're just about to have a little look at. And I played it with my Power VR card, and he borrowed my game and played it under the Voodoo card. And we put the frames up, and we both had similar chips, and the Voodoo card was far superior. So within about a year, I'd moved up to a Voodoo 3 and took my Power VR out. But this one brings back a few memories for me, that's all. So I haven't played it in this game for 15 years. So I'm going to be rubbish. But we'll have a go. Okay. See if I remember any of it. I remember something up there. Oh yeah. So I don't know if this is coming out okay or not, because it's quite a fastish game, but it is low res, so. He was a little git, wasn't he? Power pod. I'll blow those two up. Round. Orbital. Okay. It's all coming back to me a little bit. Oh, forgot these. I am absolutely useless at first-person shooters, but I love Descent, and I remember having this game.
Solaris.
Solaris. Oh, okay. Oh, have a good one, Colin. Thanks very much. It won't be very long before I'm finishing, guys, by the way. We've been playing for an hour and 15 minutes. But I thought we'll have a little go at something that is a little bit like Descent. That reminds me an awful lot of... Oh, something behind me.
Shield.
So we'll only have one game of this.
Shield.
Okay, go down here then. The cheat deaths, that is. Fancy doing that to me. That's back home. Go this way. Whoa, tanks. Okay. Tank. Die, you alien git. Oh. I got severely walloped then. By something.
Shield.
Got a shield at least. Now. Oh, look at these missiles coming at me. Okay. There's two things up here. Oh, yeah. Ammo. Right. If I remember rightly, I've got to go down this molten lava bit.
Orbital.
Then turn around quick. There we go.
Shield.
Good. I need shields.
Incoming. Incoming. Shield. Incoming. Ammo.
It's coming back to me, and I'm not feeling sick. I don't know how it comes across in the stream, but the good news is this is the last game, so hopefully I haven't put anybody off. But this brings back a lot of happy memories for me and my friend Martin, because we wanted to test out our graphic cards, and back in the day this was far superior than Nintendo 64's version, and it would be one that we would pick up.
Shields low. Incoming. 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 Multiple fire rocket launcher. Incoming. Shield.
Bloody hell. It's a lot harder than I remember. I want that shield.
Shield.
Thank you.
Solaris.
Solaris, that'll do. I found Descent to be far more claustrophobic than this one.
Solaris. Ammo. Shield.
19 bars of gold. Wish I did have 19 bars of gold. Okay, did we come this way? Oh,
Shields low.
shield's low. All right. Shields low. Shields low. Yay.
Solaris. Shield ammo. Shields low.
Oh, right. So I've got to drift up here.
No!
Ah, that weren't fair.
I always get what I want.
Yeah, bitch. Is it down here I went? Yeah. So I'll avoid these horrible things. I lost all my weapons, you know. Flippin' heck, how long have I got to go up here for? Wow, amazing. I got through it all. Um, all I can say is that brought back some happy memories, but yeah, I can definitely say it's not for everybody, and I much preferred Descent over it. But that was quite happy, and I did that in 8 minutes, and I killed 48 of the 48 enemies. Found no secrets, found 6 gold, found no crystals. Um, I'd say I did pretty well there. And I think I'm going to call it a day there, folks. Thank you very much for joining in. I hope you got some entertainment out of it anyway. And I'll try and schedule another one next week and come up with some other games. If you think of any games that you'd like play, because I've got over 2,000 odd games on Steam and 2,000 on good old games and all that sort of stuff. I'm pretty sure I could probably load up an emulator or two. Then maybe you can comment in my blog at the weekend, and I'll try and make something regular. Um, and I just want to say thank you very much. I really enjoyed this today, so thank you very much, and I hope to see you on the next one.